All right, hey guys, what's going on? So perfect. I just got done watching some Sunday Night Baseball. Hopefully you guys did too. So we have two PSA orders. I figured we'd do it live. We'll get right into it, but these are two separate orders. So I'm going to put one off to the side, and then we'll jump in this one. Um, this one right here is similar to the one we had recently. I think we recently did the 1995 Collector's Choice. This is the 1994 Collector's Choice stuff that we opened up here on the channel. And literally just was opening up sets and trying to go through and kind of cherry pick cards that I thought might grade well and, cards of players that I thought I would like to have in my collection. So, yeah, let's just jump into it. We got a Michael Jordan right on top. And this one is gonna be a PSA 10. This is a 1994 Collector's Choice Michael Jordan rookie, obviously for baseball. This is number 661. So that one, I think I'm for sure going to hold on to. As far as how the order went, you'll see as we go through it, it was very similar to the one we had in the last video. So it was a little bit confusing to see how things kind of played out. Here we got another 10, 1994 Collector's Choice Michael Jordan. This is the factory set variation. Obviously, all of this is coming out of the sets that we were opening here. This is number 635. Beautiful card, PSA 10, Michael Jordan. A lot of these I'm thinking I'll probably have to sell just to make up for the cost of grading because of this. You'll see this is going to be a common trend. You're going to get of the same card, like one's going to be a 9, one's going to be a 10, right? So this is the 9. And I think they look pretty much identical. I looked at this card a bunch of times and I did not see anything on it. I think this one easily could have been a 10 as well. And the price difference is like very substantial, but you do what you got to do. You'll sell it, make up the cost of grading, and then hope you break even. Maybe make a little something to go towards the next grading fee. Here's a King Griffey Jr. 9. Is the next one the same card? No. So I just wanted to see if we got a 10 in this one as well. But this is a 9 as well. You let me know if you see anything. I do not, but it's all right. It's all good. Um, we'll make up for it. You'll see. You'll see in the next order. So that one's a 9. And then we've got a Griffey 10. This is a checklist card, all coming out of the same set. Obviously, you can see you get a lot of cards in this set, a lot of great cards in this set. Griffey's, Michael Jordan's. I'm not sure, but I think there might be a Jeter in here. I think there's a Billy Wagner, Carlos Delgado rookies. Um, but this is a checklist card, PSA 10 here. I was trying to get a Nolan Ryan. I think we got one of them in here as well. Here we go. Here's another Griffey checklist card, also out of the 1994 Collector's Choice. PSA 10, so that one's pretty solid. Beautiful image. Love the Griff. Very nice. Let me know, guys, if you were just watching some baseball, what do you think of the games? What do you think about the playoffs that are going on right now? Perfect. I really like this one. There's very few of these out there. Carlos Delgado rookies. I think a lot of Blue Jays fans sort of search for him. If you grew up in that era in like the 90s and early 2000s watching Carlos Delgado, I think he's got like 400 plus home runs. He was a great, great player for the Blue Jays. So I think this one was a little bit sought after. And yeah, happy to have this one. We also got the Billy Wagner. Some people think he's going to be a Hall of Famer. Definitely could make the case for him. Probably the second best reliever of all time next to Mariano Rivera. So wanted to get this one graded. Came back at 10. Happy with that. So. But yeah, definitely let me know. Obviously, for those of you who are in here, if you guys have any questions, just want to talk baseball, if you have any comments, anything you want to add about the cards. This is a beautiful shot, and I am super confused how it got an 8. I don't know. Beautiful. Like, this is probably my favorite image of Ken Griffey Jr. on a card, right? Like that is just a stellar shot. I don't know. So it's just a fingerprint right there. I don't know how it got an 8. I truly don't. I'll have to take another look at it. What are your thoughts on the Jays today? Maybe Vlad, Bo, or Mania? Um, I think Vlad had a great year. I think he's definitely had a little bit of a comeback season. I hope he keeps it up. Bo had obviously led the league for 2 years in hits, and we hope he continues to do so. But whether or not he stays with the Jays, I think is pretty questionable. And yeah, Mania, I think we'd have to wait and see. I don't really have an opinion on Mania for now. I think if he comes back next year and has a bounce back season, then great, but he's been very up and down. And yeah, just have to wait and see on him. All right, so we got Griffey here. This one came back at 9, a checklist card. I think, hmm, I'm just gonna go through some of them. Like, here we go. 9, 9, 9. Like, we definitely have these in tens, but as you can see, here we go. We got one more 10 right here. So it's like we get the 10 and then we get hit with a 9. And that's just been kind of how these have been going. You know, this order's just been like 9 and 10 and then 9 and 10. So yeah, that's how this order has been. Let's see the next two, and then we'll get to the order that I'm actually excited to go through. Oh, and we got a Nolan Ryan 10. This one's probably like one of the only ones that I'll definitely keep. I'll throw this with my Nolan Ryan collection. I'll probably keep this one and maybe like the Jordan 10. This is the 9 right here. Um, so let's get into the next order, which I'm excited to talk about. I'm excited about this one. Let's see, I have another comment here. Are there any clubs and or guys that you think are on the rise from a collecting standpoint? Hmm, on the rise. I mean, it's always tough to say that during playoff season, playoff, like, because during the postseason, so many guys can just go off. Like you just saw Tatis. I mean, Tatis just hit 2 home runs tonight against the Dodgers. Seems to be loving life. I think he might be somebody that if you're not really as scared as the PEDs, if you're not afraid of the PEDs with Tatis, he might be a guy to invest in because I think his cards are probably about as low as they're going to go. Um, who else? Who else? Who else? I think Michael Harris might be a good investment, honestly. He's had a couple solid years, a bit overshadowed by a couple other guys in Atlanta, and I think, Money Mike, he could be a good guy to look out for. So I'll give you those two for now. All right, so first up is going to be a Marcus Semien rookie. Corbin Carroll. I mean, Corbin Carroll's prices are already pretty high, aren't they? I mean, they've come down a little bit from where they were when he was a rookie, right? When he was a rookie, his prices were kind of through the roof, and then he hurt his shoulder, and his prices dipped down a little bit. But now he's kind of had at least a couple months where he's really proven himself. He had a really nice season, especially towards the end there. But I don't know if I'd say he's a good buy because the injury scares me a little bit, but prices are still a little high on him, I think. But solid ball player. I mean, if you want to invest in him, I don't think you can go wrong in that. But it's just, I think the prices are a little high for him still. But we'll see where they go. All right, this one. This is a Marcus Semien rookie, 2014. This one is numbered out of 99. This one came back at 9. This is the black refractor. Beautiful card. I knew this was going to 9. This one actually did have, I think, a line running through it somewhere on the surface. So I had a good feeling this was going to 9, but this is still a really nice looking card. Marcus Semien, what's his WAR at now? If you're available to check the WAR, I think he's got like 45 WAR. It might be closer to 50 now. So I just wanted to have a couple of his rookies. I think this is number 2 or 3 for me. Really good guy just to have in your back pocket just in case, you know. Next up, Zach Geloff. This is his Bowman Chrome rookie, Speckle Refractor. This one came back at 10. I like that. Geloff, I think, is a good guy to kind of pick up low because this guy can hit. He can hit, he can field. He's struggling a little bit this year, but I think he's got potential. So I picked up a few of his cards. You'll see them in here. We're going to have a stack of these guys. I picked these up off of ComC, just a couple of Garrett Cole rookies, and this one came back at 10. So pretty much just one on a ComC, picked up a few of them, and I think maybe they all came back 10s. I'll have to double check when we go through it, but not bad because you can pick them up for a couple bucks, and these will probably sell for like around 45, $50 each, and then you can turn that into something like like a Bowman Chrome Auto if you want, or something else, but just a little thing you can do to kind of make a little bit more money and then put it towards something else you want. Because people like Garrett Cole. Garrett Cole has got a lot of potential to be a Hall of Famer. So another Zach Geloff, 45 WAR for Marcus Semien. Yeah, that's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, he's going to be playing. Sorry, knock this little camera. Marcus Simeon's going to be playing for at least another 4 or 5 years, and if he keeps that up, he'll be in like the 60 war territory. At least like 55, 60 is kind of where I see him ending up. Anyway, this is a Topps 2024 Zach Geloff. This is the orange refractor out of 25. This is number 24 out of 25. Came back at 10. Really nice card. I got this for a couple hundred, and this is one of those things where like if this guy kind of blows up, this will be a nice card to have. So I'm gonna hang on to that one for a bit. Got another Garrett Cole 10. That's two, three Garrett Cole 10s. We get some Ricky Hendersons right here, Ricky Henderson rookies. This one is a 5, which is to be expected. Honestly, when I submitted, I think there's 3 Ricky Henderson rookies in here. I kind of expected 5s and 6s on these just because they had some issues with the corners and whatnot, but I definitely wanted to get them slabbed. So this is a 5. Let's see, the next one up is a 6. Okay, same issues, just all like corner stuff, I think, for me. And then we got a 7. This one's actually pretty nice. The 7's pretty good. I might actually hang on to this one for a bit, maybe sell the 5 and 6, hold on to the 7. But gotta love Rickies. Ricky rookies, love them all day, all day. Next up, we got an Aaron Nola. This is a blue refractor. This one came back in 9, which I think I'm okay with. I think maybe there was something. I don't know exactly. Um, it actually looks really nice. I think there's a chance this one could have been a 10, but maybe they saw something on it that I didn't. But really, really nice card, I think. Like Aaron Nola, he's obviously going to be pitching, I think, game 3 for the Phillies. Is that wrong? Game 3? If I were the Phillies, I would have started this guy in game 2. I would have went Wheeler, Nola, but I think I heard that he's pitching game 3. I could be wrong on that. Let's see. Thoughts on Yankees as a whole from a collecting standpoint as well. There are young guys like Wells, Volpe, Dominguez. Luis Hill, I don't know about so much investing in Luis Hill just because he's a pitcher and he's a rookie, but I don't see much room for growth there because in order, like people don't really go crazy on pitchers until they're like ready for the Hall of Fame or if it's a prospect like Skeens, in my opinion. Volpe's prices are down. If you believe in him, I'd say pick up a Volpe if you like Volpe because again, his prices are low and he's a solid Yankee shortstop. Is he going to live up to all the hype? I guess is the question. And if you think that Volpe is worth the hype, then I think now might be a good time to buy him. I heard Wells is the real deal. I mean, he's playing like it. He's definitely up for Rookie of the Year this year. I'm sure he's going to get some votes for Rookie of the Year. So, you got to weigh the facts. Is he going to continue that? If you think he's going to continue that, then I think he's a good investment. Comparable to top catchers in the league. Yeah, 100%. 100%. What else we got? What else we got? We got a Rafael Devers here. This one also came back a PSA 9. Again, similar situation where maybe there was something, it could have, maybe there's like a line or something on this. Really, really nice card. I think Rafael Devers is a good guy to maybe be investing in right now. I think I picked this up for around 125 bucks. And even in a PSA 9, I think that's a solid pickup. This one's numbered out of 499. Devers hits bombs. He's going to be a Boston Red Sox for years to come. And I think his prices are really, really good right now. I think, there's no way to argue that Devers is a really good hitter and he's going to be on the Red Sox for a while. 125 bucks, this is a good investment, I think. All right, next up we got another Cole 10, beautiful. I'll keep stacking them. Got a Corey Seager in here. This one came back at 10. I'm not sure what his prices are going for now, but this used to go for around 50 bucks. I'm not sure after this year they might have dropped off a little bit, but still worth having. Keep it in your back pocket. I do like all of these like USA cards. Like I think maybe they should bring these back. I think it would be cool if you had like a Bowman first card with them when they were like, 16, 17, 18, playing for Team USA or if they were what am I looking for? Like the Junior Olympics or like the juniors team, right? That would be cool to see. If you saw them playing for like perfect game, that would be fun, I think, for cards. They should think about it. Just saying. I got a few of these as well. Some Blake Snells, PSA 10. Got 2 of them. I just think again, these cards are like worth getting if you think they're in good condition and worth grading. These in 10s, again, 40, 50 bucks. When you do that a couple times, you can get something like like these, like autos, if you want, or if you just want to hang on to these or just have one in your collection, you can obviously do that too. Topps Dynasty, Bryce, Topps Dynasty. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how I feel about it because I think when people think about collecting, and maybe I'm going to be wrong here. I don't think I am though. I think people's first choice in cards these days, Bowman Chrome Autos. If you can get Bowman Chrome Autos, that's the classic. That's going to be number one. I think number two is going to be the Topps Chrome Autos, just like they are now. I think that's just how it's going to be. Bowman Chrome, Topps Chrome, and maybe after that, maybe something like a Topps Dynasty. I don't know. Right there, to be honest, they're right there with like Bowman's Best for me, or like a B tier type set. I don't know what it would take to get that to be like an A tier top set. And for me, A tier would be Bowman Chrome and Topps Chrome. Those are the two sets that I collect. Outside of that, maybe I'll do a little bit of Topps Finest, maybe a little bit of Bowman's Best. Dynasty, I have zero cards, and I have zero interest in having cards. Like back in the day, I went pretty heavy into Bowman Inception because I really liked Bowman Inception, and I thought that the images were beautiful, the cards were beautiful, but for some reason, collectors just aren't into it as much. Um, yeah, but flawless, you're talking about basketball, right? Basketball, football, like those collectors collect different types of things, in my opinion. Yeah, exactly. But I think that the RPAs in football and basketball are targeted by that collector fan base more so than baseball. Just my opinion. I think in baseball, people prefer more vintage style cards or more Bowman Chrome, Topps Chrome. That again, that's just my take. I could be wrong. 5 years down the road, maybe Dynasty will be the big thing. I know people are starting to talk about it, so maybe it'll blow up a little bit, but whether or not it's going to overtake Bowman Chrome, I don't really see that. Just saying. Anyway, we got one more card here. And for some reason, they decided to put this one, PSA decided to put this one in a little plastic. This is Kenley Jansen, who I think also has potential to be a Hall of Famer. And I just had this and decided to get it graded. It came back a 7. This is the gold, right? This card, if you're familiar, it's tough to show you guys. It's a little bit of a thicker card. It's a thicker cardboard, and this set notoriously has some white touches on the corners. Do I think this could have gotten an 8? Yeah, but I think it's just more important to me to have this card graded, even if it's a 7. Looks beautiful. Like you can see the card for yourself. It's flawless. It might just have like a slight touch on the corners, but the card itself is really beautiful. And I think that's what's going to hold value over time. On the back, there might be like a little white right there on the tip. Maybe there's some white around the edges. There's another little white touch over here. So I think it could have been an 8. It doesn't bother me in a 7. I just think it's a really nice card to have of a guy who's going to be a potential Hall of Famer. So threw that in there. That's going to do it for both of these orders. Um, Let me know in the comments what you thought might be, the nicest card in here. If you think my strategy is good, or if you have a new strategy of your own, as far as like I was saying, get these cards, base cards. If you think they're in good condition, get them graded. They come back tens. This is going to be, $40. You do this a couple times, and you can go into something like a Bowman Chrome Auto if you want. If you want, or like I said, you could just have this one card and keep it in your collection for a while, and maybe that's your one card of Garrett Cole, and you love it. So again, this is just my strategy on stuff. I'm just here on YouTube giving you guys my take on stuff. But I really appreciate you guys watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. All right. Bye, guys.